Hello Gemini, welcome back to Fifi's Tarot Readings. I hope you are all doing amazing. For those that are new to my channel, a very warm welcome, and cross watchers, yes, you are definitely welcomed here as well. Gemini, because this is a general love reading, the roles can always be reversed, they can always be flipped. So only apply it to your situation. Take only what resonates or what I'm already confirming that is part of your story, or more importantly, Gemini, what your intuition has been telling you all along. So Gemini, I am here to simplify tarot for you in gaining insight, clarity, understanding, more importantly though, confirmation that you know is definitely part of your story. Gemini, let's get straight into it. I do want to focus on tapping into new energies for you from now and for the rest of April 2022. So if you do have, for example, Gemini, a particular person on your mind, whether you are in connection or not, I do want to see any new energy. So whatever, whatever the cards actually want to show you, let's just go with the flow. Let's see what happens though. So this is about someone that is perhaps still in your heart space. You're thinking about them. Perhaps you catch yourself feeling a little bit nostalgic and all that about them. I want to kind of do a new energy checking. I do want to just tap into new energies. You know, is there something that they want to say to you, or is there a heads up? What are changes coming towards you? Gemini, let's see. So for Gemini and your person, whether you're in connection or not, we will find out. Let's see. And also Gemini, if you do like this reading, there will be an optional extended reading, which is basically an extension of this reading. And there I will be focusing on 100% from the point of view of your person, such as their true thoughts and feelings. Okay, we'll keep that there. That was a highlighted message, Page of Cups. Just to keep going on, it was about the extended reading, sorry. Your person's true thoughts and feelings about you. What other new intentions, agenda do they have? Are there any other new fears, desires, actions, and outcome for you, Gemini? So the link to your optional extended reading is in the description box below. It is the first link underneath all the yellow stars. And if you stick around to the end of this video, Gemini, you will see a glimpse of your extended and all the decks that I will be using. All right, let's see. New information, please. New insights, everything new. I want to see. All right, so the highlighted message, I noticed it kind of just really kind of, it kind of slipped underneath the deck, underneath my hands, was the Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here. So pages can also represent that perhaps with you and your person, there could be children involved here. Maybe they have children or you have children. I'm also getting here, Gemini, that perhaps they may have done something that you're seeing as quite immature, a little bit, well, childish in other words. It's like, oh, they really did that? I'm surprised, or I may not be surprised, but the pages are all about messages. So just already from, from the get-go, Gemini, the cards do definitely want to let you know that you will be receiving quite a heartfelt message here. It also may come with an apology as well, but it is fueled by emotions though. So I do feel that you may, this may be kind of welcomed. So I'm just getting the word sincere. It's like a sincere apology, a sincere message. The feelings behind it are very sincere as well. Ooh, well, yeah, no wonder they're sincere, because at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy, what's brewing underneath here, what's gaining momentum and roots here for you, Gemini, is the Two of Cups, ruled by Cancer. So this is known just like the Ace of Cups as the true card of love. How beautiful is that? And it actually shows when you're mirroring each other. You're probably not even aware of it when it happens, Gemini, but just as a sign, you could be doing something random and out of the blue, your person, their name or just the image of them, it just pops up randomly in your mind. That is a sign here, Gemini, that they are also thinking about you as well. This actually shows that perhaps both of you want the same thing as well, which is unity of the souls, divine love. And this card always says, hey, Gemini, don't give up on each other just yet. Just yet. Don't give up on each other just yet. What else do we have? Okay, so what's coming with this message here is, oh, okay. A very good head clearing ace is the Ace of Swords here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you will definitely be on the receiving end with that message there of getting some insight, clarity. It's a breakthrough of communication. More importantly though, swords represent, the mental thoughts, mental processes. So this is a mental breakthrough here. So if there are any assumptions, unanswered questions here, if you've got lack of closure, for example, you will get all your answers. This is starting on a clean slate and having that clarity here. So perhaps for both of you to come together and move forward here. Yeah, oh, this is happening. You got the Knight of Swords. Now, this is by far, they call it the most aggressive knight, but it's actually the fastest knight, the fastest moving, acting knight. Out of all the other knights, we have, again, more Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, but what I'm seeing here is that you will be on the receiving end of this. Knights are about messages, changes. This person here that really wants to send you a heartfelt message, some form of communique, seems like they can't get to you fast enough. There's like that urge, there's a push here, there's a rush here to give you that clarity. So I'm wondering what happened. Oh, beautiful. One of my favorite celebration cards, you have the Four of Wands, ruled by Aries. This is my twin flame card. It is my marriage card. Perhaps Gemini, you or your person may be changing jobs, relocating, renting, or purchasing a new home as well. It is about homecoming, celebration, happy reunions here as well, and of course, marriage. Wow. And there you are. We have the Lovers, Gemini energy, and we have the Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy. You could be dealing with a fellow Gemini, but that's actually already telling me here, Gemini, that there is a part of you that's not giving up on this person, because that Nine of Wands shows that, yes, you're feeling a little bit defeated by this situation, a little bit deflated, and you're pretty much tired and exhausted about it. But the wounded warrior does not give up. And it shows that there is a part of you somewhere in your heart space, even if it's like tiny, like this little dot right here, it's still not giving up. So in saying that, let's get into it. What is the head of your reading, which kind of governs everything? Yeah, the Ten of Wands. Ruled by Sagittarius. So this is the card of being burdened. It's stressful as well. So I'm inclined to say here, perhaps Gemini, for the collective watching this, you're probably not talking to your person. And if you are, it's very sporadic, it's very inconsistent, it's very weak here. I am definitely seeing here that perhaps your person also could be quite stressed about sending this message. Not so much about how you will respond. I just kind of feel they want to make sure they get it right, that they give you that clarity here as well, that the changes here actually do happen, because I'm seeing here that they definitely want unity with you though. But that is the card of being burnt out, really. Too many responsibilities, working too many hours, just having so much on your shoulder, Gemini, as well. But I do feel that because you're mirroring each other, perhaps both of you are feeling the same way. What else do we have? We have Justice, major arcana there for Libra. So I'm wondering here, is anyone here, you know, for example, married here? Were you married to each other, or were they married to someone else? So this often can indicate legalities, divorce here, for example. This could also show a business that's quite struggling here as well. Perhaps someone even lost their position, lost their job here as well. If there is a divorce happening, it's quite stressful for your person here as well. Definitely not going through a good time. There's a lot of high stress. And what I do like is that the Justice is another apology card. It is your person wishing to balancing the scales now, you know, doing right by you, making up for lost time, lost love. And I kind of feel your person's deeply missing you. They're just doing a very good job of not saying it or expressing it. We have the Eight of Swords. This is actually also ruled by Gemini. What I'm seeing here as well, if there's any legalities, yeah, it's causing a lot of physical and mental stress here. But I see your person at the moment is all up in their head about what's happening in their personal life, but also when it comes to you. I do feel that you're kind of a ray of sunshine for this person, but in saying that, they're very, very stressed if, well, what if I can't have that with Gemini anymore? Clearly, we still love each other, but, well, what if Gemini says no? What if Gemini has walked the other way, for example? So this is about self-imprisonment, like mental self-imprisonment, a bit of victim mentality mode as well, thinking there's no way I can fix this, there's no way I can balance these scales and have Gemini accept my apology though. So they're just a little, they're holding back because they're more afraid here. This often does show, perhaps, you know, with the 8 and the 9 of Swords, that there is a bit of a guilty conscience here. I will be clarifying these cards. I do want to get to the bottom of this. We have the 9 of Pentacles, ruled by Virgo. Yeah, so they're seeing you as someone very independent, very successful here as well. They're seeing you as someone 100% single as well. That is the only card for me that shows that, well, this is my singles card as well. Yeah, I mean, for some of you, you definitely could be focusing on perhaps your studies, your career, your finances, working towards your dream life here. That's my, if you want to reach that entrepreneur path, it's definitely indicated here as well. I just see that you're very, very independent. And even when you are together, you're still independent. The worst thing I suppose anyone can do to a Gemini is take away their independence. But they are seeing you as someone that you've basically got your life together. And they hold you in high regard, though. So interesting. And I feel like your person may be on the verge or is thinking about becoming 100% single now, just to make everything a lot more simple, you could say. Less complicated, no third party. So what is the beating heart of your reading, Gemini? This card will influence, to some degree, all the other cards. What do we have? Oh, wow. You got one of my favorite 10s, 10 of Cups, ruled by Pisces. This is the card saying they lived happily ever after. So from being single to being coupled with your person once more, this is what they want. This is the action they're considering on taking. So this is a very good omen, having this card, especially in the beating heart of your reading, of happy reunions, domestic bliss, even if it's a beautiful blended family, engagements, marriages, all those things that just fill you up emotionally, Gemini. This is exactly what your person actually wants. It's in the beating heart here. What else? The Queen of Cups. Beautiful. More Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So yeah, your person here honestly seeing you as the nurturer. I think they realize they need to be more nurturing towards you as well. So the only thing I'm getting here is that you were the nurturer, the carer, the shoulder to cry on as well. The giver, never the taker here as well. And I do feel here that if you are mirroring each other, Gemini, has your intuition here been tugging at you that perhaps this is not 100% over. Even if you're not talking to each other, even if some time has passed, there is still unfinished business here. I like here that you're really taking care of yourself, especially emotionally as well. And there's something about you, Gemini, that once you're in this person's presence, it's like they're healing. It's like you heal them just by being in this presence. So, wow, quite powerful, Gemini. We've got the Hanged Man, ruled by Pisces again. So your person has gained some perspective here. Now they've seen things from different perspectives, different angles. It's also about self-sacrifice here as well, knowing that maybe they need to leave behind people, situation, and events that no longer serve them. If they want to be with you, if they want this 10 of Cups, they're really going to have to change here as well. So they're biding their time. It's a little bit of procrastinating here with the 8 of Swords and the Hanged Man. It's because I do feel here they're planning that. It's almost like they don't know how to approach you. Interesting. What do we have here? 7 of Swords, ruled by Aquarius. So obviously here, it is quite obvious that trust is an issue. What happened in the past here, Gemini? Because this is all about, well, lack of trust. There's no dishonesty. It is about lying, cheating, stealing, being strategic, perhaps, even white lies or trying to get away with things. It's a very sneaky energy. Sometimes different tarot decks have either a cat or a fox, because neither one of them make a sound. And when the damage is done, we find out too late. I'm also seeing here that your person could be secretly also planning some form of return here, or some form of communication here, of course. But I'm also thinking here they were perhaps lying to themselves in the past that, oh, I don't need Gemini anymore. It's fine, whatever I did, I have my reasons why, but there's only so many ways that your person can lie to themselves here as well. No. We also have the Queen of Pentacles here. So we've got very strong Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn energy. So the fact that we do have 2 queens, I actually don't like that. Male or female does not matter. Remember, we both have male and female. And sometimes one is stronger than the other, depending what happens. But I'm kind of really seeing here that, because we do have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, that is my marriage card, and I didn't want to get this one, but there we go. We've got the 3 of Swords, Libra energy. So there is a third party. Now, the fact that we have 2 queens, perhaps your person is, at the moment committed or married to someone else. That is my marriage card. That is the third party. I'm wondering, Gemini, were you the third party? Did you know about it? Did they have a third party? Did you or did you not know about it? Either way, they really did break your heart though. But there's some form of separation or legalities here going on. I really do want to clarify these cards because they very well be making a sneaky comeback. The reason why they do that, like I said, A, is guilty conscience. The second is because perhaps they only want you to know about this and not your friends and family, because they could actually persuade you, ooh, what if they do this to you again? Stay away from this person. Let me see. I want to clarify these cards. Oh, wow. We've got justice again. Yeah, there's something happening here. Some legalities, could be divorce, signing of papers as well. Five of Pentacles, Taurus energy. We do have abandonment issues here as well, Gemini, but they still want that brand new beginning. Okay, so this person has made it quite complicated, this whole situation. I must admit, they haven't made this easy for you. I mean, trust is an issue. There's lack of clarity, and they really broke your heart. Got a highlighted message there. And we got another one. There we go. Two more. Oh, last one. All right, what do we have? Ah, okay, this makes sense. So we got two major arcanas. We got the High Priestess, Pisces energy and Judgment, Scorpio energy. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here again. Now, they could be seeing you as the Queen of Pentacles, but what I'm really seeing here is that their intuition here, their intuition is telling them to come back and ask for a second chance. So there could have been secrets here, absolutely, pertaining perhaps to this third party as well. Yeah. There could have been secrets. They've had a major epiphany here. Probably they've had their own ending. Things are coming kind of crumbling down. There's high stress on their end. But then they've got that epiphany that, oh, okay, Gemini's my person. Ooh, boy, did they complicate this. Let's clarify that Ten of Wands. Seven of Pentacles, ruled by Taurus. All right, Seven of Pentacles is always the wait and see card. In other words, they planted the seed, or they're about to, which is the communication, right? The message reaching out to you, and it's a wait and see. So I'm telling you right now, I can tell that this has not happened yet. It is about to very soon, and I say very soon because it's already at the head of your reading, which is the wait and see, sending out that message. And I feel like you'll be considering, Gemini, because you're quite logical. You're not fully ruled always by your emotions. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Do I want to reinvest in this? Do I want to open up the doors, knowing very well that, you know, they broke my heart and allowed a third party to, well, interfere? Yep. They definitely do want to plant the seed, though. They're just highly stressed that when they send the message, they can't unsend it, and it's basically, the ball is in your court. What are you going to say? How are you going to respond if you are actually going to respond? Clarifying that justice. Six of Cups, ruled by Scorpio. Yeah, so they're feeling quite nostalgic here. This is definitely a very strong soulmate connection, past life connection as well. Yeah, but that's my reconciliation card. They definitely do want to reconcile. I feel like once something kind of ends or finalizes, formally finalizes, ends in their life, then they'll be definitely asking you for reconciliation. And the sixes are all about healing as well. I mean, it's desperately needed after what they did to you. Let's clarify that Eight of Swords, Four of Swords, Libra energy. I feel here, Gemini, that you're actually holding back. Both of you at the moment are holding back. I feel like you're doing very good with your life. Like, honestly, especially professionally, there's no stopping you. But your person here, honestly, is just thinking about you quite a lot. I'm seeing mental, well, I'm going to say mental stress, but this is more about mental burnout. The Ten of Wands is a physical burnout here as well. It's about recuperation. They're gathering their thoughts here, and they're planning, because fours are all about planning. But they know they will need their mental strength here to face you. Wow. They're coming up with a plan here. Let's clarify that Nine of Pentacles is the Moon. Yeah, they're being very secretive about this return. This is ruled by Pisces and also Cancer for me as a reader. So emotions for you are running very, very high. And it may come as a surprise to you, Gemini, especially if you're not talking to this person. You think, that's it, they don't care about me. No. Emotions are running very, very high, and they're being very secretive about this as well. They're keeping it to themselves. They do have a lot of internal fears and anxieties about, well, how is this going to happen? How can it work in the future? And how are you going to respond? Yeah, but in saying that, that's a very intuitive card. Just like the High Priestess saying, you got to take action now. But if you're going to do it, you got to approach Gemini correctly. Let's clarify the Ten of Cups. What do we have? We have you. Right smack bang in the middle. The Lovers ruled by Gemini. Yep. Happily ever after is with you. That is something now, they've had that huge realization here. I feel like they've always known it. They've always known it. But now it's kind of like hitting them like a ton of bricks. Happily ever after is with you. No one else. It's always been you, Gemini. It has always been you. Clarifying that Queen of Cups is the Death card. Major Arcana there for Scorpio. So we're getting a lot of water sign here. It doesn't have to be, but the more water signs I see, the more emotions are here involved between both of you. Now, this is certainly showing that perhaps Gemini, you're actually seeing this as done and dusted. This is it. This is over. They're not seeing it that way. You know, the death card is also known as fate. Again, about sacrificing, because your person knows here with the death card that they need to come back to you as a 2.0 version, the better version of themselves. They cannot come back the old self, you know, with old ways of doing things, of seeing things, of talking things. They've got to be completely different. The death card is about the ending, the transition, that gray area, which is happening right here, and then the beginning. So where there is an ending, we always have a beginning here as well. There's definitely something finally ending in your person's life as well. Clarifying that Hanged Man, what do we have? One of my favorite victory cards. You have the Six of Wands ruled by Leo. So yes, so during this time of gaining perspective here, of planning, how do I approach Gemini? What are they saying? I want this to be victorious. I want to put Gemini on a pedestal. I never did that in the past. I want to do it now. That is always assured. Again, it's another 6, which means healing. But the Six of Wands shows, yes, this can be quite successful, but it's not going to come easy for your person. It's not going to happen overnight, Gemini, because your person knows they will have to work for it. Absolutely. After what they did to you, they're going to have to work overtime. And you know what, Gemini, there is nothing wrong with that, because action speaks a lot louder than words. What are they going to do to fix this? So let's clarify that Seven of Wands. The Ten of Wands again. So yeah, your person's very, very, very stressed and burdened by what they did to you. I don't feel here that if there were any lies, if there was a third party, listen, they didn't do it on purpose. They had very, very poor decision here. They just did not think about it. Ultimately, everyone got hurt here, even the third party, right? And mind you, that third party, yes, it could be infidelity. It could be a family member or a friend. What if it was work or travel? You will know what it is, Gemini, but they're not proud of themselves. Look how stressed they are about it. It's almost like they're saying, I just wish I never did this. Why did I do that to Gemini? And now you are in the beating heart of the reading, because pretty much you are the only thing they can think about. Wow. No wonder we have, first off, you know, a message with an apology coming your way. Now, let's clarify the ending. Eight of Wands, ruled by Sagittarius. This is the second fastest moving energy in the entire deck. This can indicate for some of you that your person is abroad. They could be overseas, indeed. If they're not, they're just feeling that emotional distance here. But this is all about incoming messages. And I do feel perhaps, Gemini, that some of you will be responding, because we have incoming, outgoing, incoming, outgoing. This is known as love messages, Cupid's arrow, rapid changes, quick changes after a period where nothing was happening, like everything was just flatlined. Yep, Three of Wands, again showing me they could be abroad, for example. Three of Wands is ruled by Aries, so they're waiting for the right moment. And I feel like they've made up their mind already, because we have two wands already behind this person. They're holding on to the decision here. And their decision is to message you. Wow. Oh my God. So bottom of the deck, we start with a message. We end here with a message. So this is going to be very, very interesting here in regards to your extended reading. So I'm going to be focusing on when this happens. This is going to be very interesting. So just bear with me, Gemini. I will pause your video. When I unpause it, you will see a glimpse of your optional extended reading. All right, welcome back, Gemini. As you can see, I've cleared the table. It's a lot more neater. I use a lot of cards, don't I? So Gemini, just to reiterate, when this happens, because this is like pretty fast energy, all charging towards you, all that communication here, phone calls, emails, messages, all that, even if it's through WhatsApp, for example, it's coming straight towards you. It's all incoming. So I do really want to dig a lot more deeper now into your person. I want to get some fresh insight as to oppose your other extended readings. I want new insight about your person. What are their other new thoughts and true feelings about you and this connection around this communication that they have decided to send to you? What other actions will they be taking? Are there new desires? Are there new fears? Why are there new fears, for example? Actions, outcome, and do the cards want to give both of you any of advice as well? So to do this, Gemini, I will be starting off with the Modern Day Witch Tarot. I'll be clarifying with the Morgan Greer Tarot. Then I'll be moving on to the Romance Angel Oracle cards. Beautiful messages and advice moving forward. And then finally, I can't talk today, the answer oracle cards. I call them yes and no cards. We get very direct messages and sometimes timing as well. So Gemini, as a reminder, the link to your optional extended reading is in the description box below. It is the first link underneath all the yellow stars and is available to rent or purchase. So I'll see you on the other side. But if this is where we depart, Gemini, I wish you the very best and I thank you for your time. If you did like this reading, yeah, I appreciate that like button. This may very well help reach another Gemini that would like to hear these messages. Until next time, Gemini, all the very best and much love to you. Bye.